I want to give you 3 sex tips about her pleasure and orgasms in the bedroom. Because I know a lot of you genuinely want to understand what she actually enjoys, and more importantly, what takes her over the edge time and time again. But here's the common problem. Many women won't even tell you. And it gets worse. If you ask her directly, a lot of the time she won't even be able to tell you herself. She'll just look at you and say, "I don't know." So it's not even your fault. These 3 tips will fix that. The first one, and I cannot stress this enough, is making sure she is actually turned on before penetration even happens. This sounds obvious. It isn't. Because a lot of men think that because she said yes, her body is ready, or because she initiated, she's good to go. And that is almost never how it works. What you're actually aiming for is the point where she is basically begging for it, where her body is doing the asking. When a woman reaches that point, that is when sex feels extraordinary for her. When she hasn't reached that point, it feels like something is being done to her, and that is a completely different experience. So how do you get her there? Start with kissing, slow, intentional kissing. Then move to touch. Run your hands down her body, her thighs, back up again. Light, gentle. No rushing straight for the obvious places. The tease is the point. When you're caressing her inner thigh and deliberately not going further, her body starts craving what comes next. That craving is exactly what you're building. Eye contact, dirty talk, or loving talk depending on where you two are at. Whatever makes her feel connected to you specifically. Because when she feels connected and relaxed, her body follows. And afterwards, ask her, "What felt good when we first started? Did you like how I touched you?" Be open to what she tells you. She might surprise you. The second tip is about what happens once you're inside her. Stop jackhammering. I know, porn exists, but there is a time and a place, and the default should not be full speed, no rhythm, no intention. Slow down. Be deliberate with your thrusts. Pause. Actually pause, and stay inside her without moving. Feel how she responds to that. For a lot of women, that stillness, just feeling you fully inside her without the frantic movement, is genuinely overwhelming in the best way. Rhythm matters enormously. It doesn't have to be fast to feel incredible. Intentional and slow will do more for her than fast and thoughtless every single time. Now, before I get to the third tip, I want to mention something for the men watching this who are dealing with their own challenges in the bedroom. Because these tips only work if you're showing up with confidence. And I know that for some of you are struggling with less reliable erections. And what I'm about to tell you will fix that. There's a formulation I've been recommending, and the results genuinely speak for themselves. It combines apomorphine, icariin, and tadalafil, 3 compounds, 3 completely different mechanisms working together. Apomorphine specifically is remarkable because it works directly on the brain's arousal pathway. Not vascular, not blood flow, the brain itself. Which means it addresses something that no food, no drink, no bedroom tip can touch. This is the thing I recommend to men who feel like they've tried everything else, because this actually works. The entire process is online, licensed doctor, no waiting rooms, nothing uncomfortable or awkward about it. You can check out BraveRx via my link below for a discount and free shipping. Now, tip 3, let her grind. When she's on top, instead of it always being a bounce, encourage her to grind, back and forth or side to side. This directly stimulates her clitoris in a way that most other positions simply don't. And for a lot of women, this is the thing that actually gets them there. Now, fair warning, this might not do a huge amount for you physically, but here's what I tell men about this. Watch her. When she is really feeling herself, really in her body, completely lost in the sensation, you are going to stay aroused just from witnessing that. It buys her time, it keeps you present, and it prioritizes her pleasure in a way she will absolutely remember. If she gets tired from the bounce, have her shift one knee into a squat position on one side. It takes the strain off and makes the grind much more sustainable for her. Do these 3 things consistently, and she is going to feel something shift. Not just physically, emotionally. She's going to feel like her pleasure actually matters to you. And that feeling makes her want more. More of you, more of this, more of everything you're building together.